Everybody, Grest here. So have you seen the new Pro Series bolt carrier group from Aero Precision? Let's take a look at it. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Pro Series bolt carrier group from Aero Precision. Alongside here I do have a standard bolt carrier group. I believe it's either Toolcraft or Aero Precision. It's a nitrided standard bolt carrier group. So we're going to kind of have that on hand to do a little bit of comparison. So what Aero Precision tells us about this new bolt carrier group is that it was designed from the ground up to meet the demands of the most extreme conditions. Each component and manufacturing process of the Pro 556 bolt carrier group was deliberately chosen to increase the reliable service life of the bolt carrier group and its components. So they tried to take things that are common problems and enhance the bolt carrier group assembly, if you will. So the bolt assembly itself is actually machined from 9310 steel. A proprietary flash nitride process was chosen to ensure a proper heat treatment on the bolt. Of course, there's always the debate between 9310 versus Carpenter 158. As a matter of fact, this other bolt carrier group is a Carpenter 158 steel bolt assembly. When properly heat treated, 9310 steel provides superior strength and durability when compared to a Carpenter 158. So again, this is kind of a hot topic between folks. You know, some people have to have the Carpenter 158. I'm kind of on the in-between. I'm okay either way as long as it's a quality bolt assembly. The cam pin channel is counterbored, eliminating the need for swaging. Swaging is an industry standard. However, this process creates more stress on the bolt during manufacturing by displacing material rather than cutting it to the proper dimension from the start. So it is shot peen MPI tested, proper heat treated as well. The cam pin is precision ground after heat treating. And the cam pin itself actually features an engraved indexing mark on one side of the cam pin face, a concept that had been popularized by Chad from School of the American Rifle. So a big fan of his channel and videos, lots of knowledge over there, way more than what you'll get from my channel. Cam pins traditionally wear more heavily on one side, and when installed inconsistently, they can create excessive wear over time. So when the cam pin becomes loose, this can create excessive wear on the bolt itself, shortening overall life. Indexing mark allows for consistent installation during maintenance, which in turn reduces wear on not only the cam pin, but the bolt over time to help extend overall service life. This is machined from 4140 steel, proper heat treatment, indexing mark with a nitrided finish. The extractor features a phosphate finish. The extractor is one of the few places where it's beneficial to have a rougher finish. So this rougher finish allows for better extraction, better grab, better grip onto the case as it tries to extract it from the chamber. This is machined from 4140 steel, heat treated, shot peen with a phosphate finish. And then the carrier itself has M16 cuts, has a nitriding finish. Internal critical surfaces are precision ground to high tolerances. It is 8620 steel with a nitrided finish. The gas key is hardened 4140 steel, torque to specs with grade 8 hex fasteners, properly staked to millsec, nitrided finish. The ejector is S7 tool steel, and the firing pin is 8640 steel with a nitride finish as well. So let's start taking a closer look at this guy. So it does have a very nice nitride finish on there, and then it does have this Aero Precision logo on there, and this is, I believe, to denote the Pro Series stuff. And we'll kind of start with the gas key. It does have very nice staking on there. So if you do just a quick comparison with this other one, like I said, this other bolt carrier grip, it's either a Toolcraft or it's a Aero Precision non-logoed bolt carrier assembly. I can't remember exactly where I got this one from, but that's the problem with no logos. Can't really tell. So it's one or the other. So the staking does look quite a bit more pronounced on the Pro Series versus this other one. You can see actually the bolts on there are different. Okay, the overall profile of the carrier is the same, M16 cuts, and they're both nitride finished. If you take a look at the cam pins, you can see there that indexing mark that was mentioned on Aero Precision's website. So this, essentially what happens is that this guy wears out on one side, and if you put it back in, you can actually reverse it and it'll kind of wear it out prematurely. So it's always good to put this back in the same way that it came out, so the indexing mark there is a nice touch. Looking at the gas key itself, looks like a little nicer machining on this one as opposed to this one, but just subtly so. And now if we take a look at the bolt face, a couple of differences kind of stick out to me. The kind of beveling on the edges on the Pro Series versus the other one, because you can kind of see how those are kind of beveled. And for the extractor, this is a phosphate finish like they mentioned, and this one actually looks like it's nitrided. So this one theoretically should be a better setup. So let's go ahead and take these two apart. All right, so side by side here you can see I have my Pro Series bolt carrier grip on the right and this standard one on the left hand side. We'll kind of take the bolts up here and look at those a little closer first. So on the standard one here, it is marked Carpenter 158, MPI tested. And on the Pro version, it's engraved MPI. And there's a nice comparison between the bolt faces themselves. Firing pin, so this one is chromed, and then this one is a nitrided finish. So I'm not really sure why they went with a nitrided finished firing pin. I gotta say, this is probably the first time I've seen this. Typically this is what you're gonna see in your bolt carrier groups, so they didn't really mention in the description why they went with this type of finish. Cam keys, so there you can see that marking from the Pro version, so it's pretty subtle. You could always add a dimple on your cam key on your other bolt carrier groups. And then here side by side we can see the kind of opening for both these guys, and it looks like they're nitrided even on the inside, so not chromed or anything like that. Nitriding is a very slick finish, nothing too exciting there. All right, so which one should you get? Well, I think it really doesn't matter if you want to spend the extra money to get something that has maybe a little better tolerances or a little bit better, some extra stuff added to it. I think this Pro version is not a bad way to go, especially if it's a shit hit the fan type of rifle or something for defense. You know, but I'll be honest, a good quality standard bolt carrier group from a good manufacturer is probably going to serve the majority of folks just as well. In my experience, I've used a lot of Aero Precision bolt carrier groups, Toolcraft, Palmetto State Armory. I even have some experience with Bear Creek Arsenal bolt carrier groups, and those have been fairly decent. I hate to say it. If you got the extra money to spend, this is a very nice bolt carrier group, no doubt. I would put it up there with, not quite like a Geisley, but pretty dang close. You know, definitely a lot of extra attention to detail on this guy. But, you know, again, your standard one, as long as it's from a good manufacturer. You know, Spikes Tactical would be another one. I have a few of theirs. You know, I don't think you can go wrong with that. Anyways, tell me what you think down below. What's your go-to bolt carrier group? Do you think the extra money is worth it on one of these guys, or are you just happy rocking and rolling a standard bolt carrier group? All right, so I appreciate everybody watching today's video on the new Pro Series bolt carrier group from Aero Precision. If you're interested in this or other parts, of course, check out my link tree down in the description box. head over to Brownells, and they have these bolt carrier groups as well as other Aero Precision and other manufacturer bolt carrier groups. Any questions, comments, put them down below. And I appreciate everybody watching and subscribing, and I will catch you on the next video. Y'all take it easy.